you can always add more to a painting, but you need to realize that the painting's already been done.
Like, at what day and moment was I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Right.
I wish I could go back and keep that son of a bitch in the deck.
If you want to.
Whatever
that knob.
somebody's going through, like even
That's
the
perfect.
little things are
Yeah.
things that like
you want,
progressively
it's up
get
to you.
bigger. Like,
That's good right there.
Yeah, hell
There's-
yeah. It's all
there's
out of
ways
the way and
around it.
shit.
There's ways to like, go through it.
I was so excited
It really
last night.
is.
Use my hands.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Everything changes with every decision that you make.
This is me versus me.
You need to put me versus me.
One of the other things that I'm glad you brought that up. I was thinking about putting a green screen back here and fucking around with that idea.
Guys, those were not gunshots, okay?
This part of town is not that bad.
We're in North Phoenix, okay? So it's not that bad. Those were not gunshots, okay?
It's okay.
It sounded like gunshots.
It did, yeah, from the back.
We're okay, okay?
And I was thinking about putting up a green screen so that way you can just put visuals.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, it's not too bad watching two farmers fishing, you know, but
Right? It is when you when you watch the video, it does kind of, I like it, but it kind of just looks very.
I didn't realize there was something there in the last podcast that we did.
You didn't?
No. I looked at the video, I was like, what the hell?
What is? There's a picture back there.
I was like, I don't remember this. What the hell?
Real quick, I'm gonna go live for this one. That's why I got this all set up here.
Oh.
I figured, fuck it.
I'll go too, dude. Shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. Let's do it.
Facebook or
I'm gonna go Insta.
I got more people on
You got Facebook?
I got Facebook.
Dope. Can you tag it? Hopefully. I'm assuming you can. You can just tag me.
Yeah.
Live. Dun, dun, dun. Do you like my spectacles?
Excuse me?
My glasses?
Oh. Are those the Meta?
No. I'm gonna work on getting those though.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting them.
One of us should, dude. That'd be a cool perspective.
Both of us.
That'd be an even better perspective.
Alright.
Fuck getting a camera, dude. We'll just both get metas.
I might get carried away using those though.
I know, I am too, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Sorry for the airtime, folks. We're both going live for this one. Your account is no longer eligible for live. I guess I'm not. Oh, I have to have a certain amount of followers.
Really?
I have a certain amount of followers on TikTok.
I got a lot on Facebook. Oh, my cousins.
I wonder if my Facebook would let me. Dun, 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 dun,
I'll
dun.
put it on my stories also.
Live.
I made $20 on Instagram 2 years ago, and I didn't even realize until I looked at my account and said, "Oh, you're expired to get your money." I was like, "I want those $20."
Yeah,
dude."
come back.
It's like, give me those $20. All right.
Oh, let me do it on Facebook.
I guess.
Now I feel bad. Now I gotta get another phone stand.
Yep. That's your fault.
Well, I'm glad you were into doing it on a Saturday.
Yeah, I mean Saturdays usually. In the mornings, it's just chaos in the mornings.
Right.
I have to be at the office by 7:30, 7:45. This morning, I made it just in time for our training. I think I'm not gonna say this on live, but I think I took a couple of red lights. But
Whoops.
oops, sorry.
Oopsies.
But
We should work on doing Saturdays from now on.
yeah, I'm down to do Saturdays.
Yeah. Just a little bit more lax, you know. We can just fuck around with time.
Yeah,
Kind of get shit done, whatever.
yeah. It was. Yeah, it was pretty. It was. Yeah, I didn't look at the time, and when I looked at the time, I was like, oh shit, I'm running late.
Oh, whoops.
And then I get to 51st Avenue in Grand, and then the damn train stopped.
Oh my God, the trains.
And so I literally got into Fast and Furious mode in my little Kia Soul, and I went around around the where the drive-throughs are at, the drive-ins, and then cut through the little streets, and then I cut through a bunch of streets, and I made it to 43rd Avenue and Camelback, and then that's where I got Grand at.
There's a bunch of crazy little streets over there. I do a lot of drop-offs over there. Like 55th Ave kind of bullshit.
Yeah, it's a little sketchy area, but
Have you ever been to those drive-ins?
yeah,
I've always wanted to go.
Yeah, we when I had my car club, we went out there to go see Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah, we had like I think it was like 20 Mustangs that showed up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're gonna bring it back. Actually, we're bringing the
Yeah, you mentioned that. That'd be
Yeah.
pretty dope.
yeah. One of the guys, my other friend, that co-host or owner,
Co-guy?
yeah, whatever. John, he just got his Mustang. He got a 2014 GT with the Paxton on it.
Yeah.
A Vortec on it. So we're gonna be doing that. But yeah, we're bringing them back, man. We miss it, man. It was we missed the whole bonding and trash talking, and
We got a couple Civics you can let us roll through.
you guys can hang out, but have the logo on your car, you know.
This is racist.
Yeah, it is what it is, you know. You know how that goes.
That's funny. Oh, I was a little bit curious though because you said that you had something you wanted to talk about.
Well, yeah, actually, because it's
Sounded interesting to me.
Yeah, well, it's kind of something we've been talking about. It's related with life insurance because September is Life Insurance Awareness Month.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Son of a bitch.
yeah, it's you know how people put a bunch of other stuff on top of that and top of other stuff, but it's one of the things that we're talking right now in our office because there's so many stories that we're hearing, you know, of people, you know, because I mean it's in our industry that we hear so much stuff going on, right? You know,
Yeah.
people passing away, and
Yeah.
like I just reached out to a friend of mine the other day, and her younger sister passed away, and I didn't know it was his younger sister, and then a couple months ago my grandfather passed away,
Mm-hmm.
and dealing with that stuff, and you know, like
I'm
the
sure you
fact.
guys get some wild stories.
Oh man, well, I can tell you just by what my mom's going through with my uncles and family, and I know they're probably gonna hear this on here, but I really don't care. But out of 9 brothers and sisters, you know, nobody was able to fund, you know, the funeral except for my parents.
Fucking, that sucks so bad.
It
And
sucks.
and it's like without digging too, you really don't know if it's active negligence or if it's actually like not being able to be funded. So
Yeah.
so it's all left just up in the air.
Exactly.
And
So-
that sucks, I
And then
think.
the messed up part is too that I had an uncle. He got a settlement because he blew up his hands on 4th of July. Yeah,
Oh God.
Yeah, it's a crazy story. But, he got a settlement, man. Like he didn't pay off my grandparents' house. Like I don't understand that. You had the money to literally pay off an entire house
Yeah.
where you were living at, and my grandparents were taking care of you and helped you with you all this crazy stuff that happened to you, but you couldn't pay off the house.
Her and I were talking about, and I'm sorry I'm sidestepping, but
No, you're good.
it just really fucking sucks the way that money contorts your mind, dude. Because we talk so much about, like as individuals, we talk so much about all the good things that we would want to do with our fucking life when you have the money,
Yeah.
and then you get the money and things just go to shit. Because when COVID hit, I was living here,
Yeah.
and I got laid off and shit, and I was getting those fucking fat checks, dude. Like I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not proud of it, but after I got laid off, I was getting $800 a fucking week and shit. And I look back now and I'm like, you fucking moron. There's no reason that I should have any debt right now aside from things I'm actively paying on.
Yeah.
And I'm still sitting here fucking thinking about
Yeah, I
like,
got that money too, and I don't know what happened.
right,
To it.
it's gone, dog.
I
Just
think I bought like 400 pounds of meat. I think that's about it.
that's much better than what I did.
I got a good deal out
Pretty
there
sure
in
you
Mesa.
drank my away.
But yeah, man. So like, I mean, back to that uncle. He had the money. I mean, I don't know how much he got, but I know he got. I mean, he was able to buy a brand new lifted Silverado,
Oh, yeah.
a Beamer, and all this other stuff.
You see the good fruits of it.
Yeah, but couldn't pay off my grandparents' house. You know,
Right.
like after everything they did to him. But long story short, my mom was able to pay off not to pay off the mortgage, but she's been paying the monthly mortgage. You know, $2,200 a month. On top of whatever bills that they have, you know, and nobody else was able to do that in the house and in the family. So my mom's like fighting for the house. And she's gonna be, not only she's fighting for the house, but they pay like 30 something grand for the funeral. On top of that,
Jesus Christ.
you know, and then nothing against the family and stuff like that, but I mean, if that house that my mom's gonna be fighting for. That's gonna belong. It's for my grandma. My grandma's still alive, but she had a stroke, so she's not all there. My mom's gonna end up keeping that house, if family likes it or not.
Right.
It's going to be theirs. But the cool thing is that my mom wants to fix that house for my grandma so she can have a good life until she passes away. You know, but this is important. This is one of the most important things about when it comes down to life insurance, is that all that could be avoided.
Yeah.
If we were able to put a policy on my grandpa,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he would be able to be approved because he did have some health issues and stuff like that. But
Underlying
I know
shit.
as long as we tried, you
Right.
know, and it's one of those things. I told my mother we should have done it. You didn't want to. Told you so. But all right, cool. Let's move forward. You know,
Right. It's done now.
But now it's like I'm reaching out to friends, family, as many people as I can because. We see what happens. You know, we have an agent in our office. She was diagnosed with breast cancer last year, and because she had 2 policies, she was able to forfeit one of those policies and grab not all the money from the insurance, but some of it to pay off her medical bills.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people in America go bankrupt because they have medical bills. You know?
Yeah, big time.
Big time. You know, I know a lot of people that have medical bills is because they go to the damn ER. And just to touch your tonsils because you have swollen throat or something, they charge you $5,000. You know, that happened to me. They charged me $3,000 to just and put a damn stick in my mouth.
Yeah. It's a big problem, really.
You know,
Front to back, it's a big problem.
It's one of those. But yeah, so when it comes down to Life Insurance Awareness Month, it doesn't matter if you go through me, you go through whatever else, but. Find somebody that can help you out and get insured. It doesn't matter if it's a $20 policy, $30 policy that gets you $100,000, $50,000 in coverage. Have something,
Right.
because that $100,000 can go a long way. Or even if it's $50,000, it can go a long way to cover whatever needs to be covered. You know, so especially if you have kids, and if you don't have kids, think about your parents. You know, if you have parents, if something happens to you, you want to leave your parents, you want to leave them in a better situation than they are, right? So,
I was kind of thinking I wanted to bring this up because this is a natural. I feel like this is it's natural human. So part of the way we think is selfish, right?
yeah,
Let's not beat around the bush there. We as humans are pretty selfish naturally on accident sometimes. So a lot of people don't want. This is not something that a lot of people want to do because really, for them, there is no actual tangible benefit. Do you understand what I'm saying when I say that?
Yeah.
And I think that is a big problem with this because, like, biologically, that does not help you. That does not help your physical want or need for anything on this planet.
Yeah. So when people say, "Well, why is the point of me getting life insurance if I'm gonna die?"
Right, and that's the big question.
And
is
then
you have to be unselfish in this moment.
And that's where it's dealing with the right agent, knowing what they have, what type of products that agent has, right? So if you tell me, Jose, why should I get life insurance? I'm not going to benefit out of it. Yes, okay, I pass away, my son's going to get some money, or my mom, or my parents, or my family. But what about me right now? I'm alive.
Exactly. It's
Okay.
about what about me?
Right about me right now, right?
Right.
So every person I usually talk to, they don't know what's living benefits. There's life insurance policies that have living benefits. So meaning is that you go to the doctor right now, Sage, and you're like, hey, you know what? I'm not feeling good. I have a bump in my chest, and I think I might have I don't know what's going on, but it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the doctor, and the doctor tells you, well, Sage, you got a tumor, and you got 6 months to a year to live.
Boom.
And you're like, oh, shoot. Like,
All of a sudden, your life is shifted.
it shifted, right?
Yeah.
And then let's say you qualify for an insurance policy with me, and you're like, Jose, I went to the doctor. I don't know what to do, dude. You know, and we're talking because we're friends, right?
Right.
I was like, well, dude, I got some good news for you. There's that policy that you got approved. You can actually use money from it. You can forfeit the policy to see if you can use that money for other treatment somewhere else.
So you can almost like buy out.
You can buy you call it forfeited, pretty much forfeit the policy
You
or buy it.
take some money and run, and you forfeit your
So
policy.
let's say they tell you have a terminal illness and there's no cure. They'll give you up to 80% of your policy. So if you want,
Oh, that's kind of fucked up though.
if you want,
That's
right?
kind of fucked up.
If that's only if you want, but what if you know there's a cure somewhere else in another place?
Right.
And because the United States, you can only do chemo, right? So what if you decide to go to Mexico and you get hit by plants or something like that? They hit you with something. And
Whatever the case is.
Whatever the case is, right? You forfeit your policy. Out of those, say, $400,000, they give you $300,000. Those $300,000 now you can take it to another country and get cured over there.
Right.
You know, and that's what some people has happened. We have a story of another agent that happened a couple of years ago. She had breast cancer. I believe they removed both her breasts, and she had $1 million policy. So she was able to get like $800,000. She went somewhere else, got cured, and he was able to fix a bunch of stuff that was going on with her. You know, get help, get mentally, you know, with psychiatrists and all that stuff. But that's where it's very important which insurance agency you're with or you're going with, is that to make sure your policies have living benefits. Not everybody's going to qualify for the living benefits because you might be a little bit overweight, you might have some pre-existing conditions.
Sure.
Sometimes you don't get them all. You might get one or two. You probably get chronic or critical illnesses. But, you know, as long as you have something in case you do pass away,
right,
you have that life insurance policy. So that's where it's good to have, you know. So and I like I said, if we can insure our phones for $12 for a $1,500 phone, you know, why we don't have nothing for ourselves, you know?
Right.
You know, I'm not throwing jabs at you or anything, but you know, you do have a dangerous job.
Oh no, I think about it every time I talk to you, man. I'm like, and then the last time we talked, I told you that I was going to start thinking about it as soon as I get my finances a little bit straighter. That's a lifelong excuse too.
Yeah.
But I do like because it is a thought in my head. There may not be a fucking tomorrow for me, and I have to live with that reality.
Yeah.
But it's not fair for me to push the benefit or the consequences of my choice on everybody else in my life because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, and it's not me just wanting to sell you a policy. And I was like, nah, dude, like, you have a fucking dangerous job.
It's a real thing. Yeah, it's a real fucking thing.
I think I told you last time I had a friend in California passed away because he was a tow truck driver and somebody hit him on the road.
And the processing and the funeral and every fucking step of this costs thousands and thousands of fucking dollars. And I'm just gonna be real. Like, I'm not in a rich. Like, none of my family is like hugely rich. I don't know a bunch of rich fucking people, nor would I expect them to shell out a bunch of money anyway. But that money has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not stupid when I say that people are going to they're going to have to nickel and dime to figure it out. So yeah, this is where I have to not be selfish and make that choice. Like, okay, since I have this job that says I may not have it tomorrow, I should probably. I should probably step it up.
And the cool thing is that we can try with one company to see, you know, if your health is, you know, good. You never know, this company might give you $100,000 for $20,
right?
You know,
and to take it a step further, the thought is I'm going to kick myself in the ass if something happens tomorrow, and now I have a giant underlying issue where I can't get approved for more.
Yeah,
you know, because as it sits right now, I'm in pretty fucking okay shape. You know,
yeah,
I'm fully capable of doing anything I need to do, and that opens my doorways up a lot substantially. You know. And so I think it's something for everybody that's listening to have a conscious thought about is, okay, now that you have the opportunity to get this and do it right, you might want to think about, and how would you say it's like, I think you told me last time like $12 a month or some shit.
Yeah.
Some crazy fucking low number.
It depends on the age of the person, but
sure.
I mean, I've sold a policy to a 25-year-old, $100,000 for like $15.
Yeah,
you know?
And 100. Let's be clear here. When you get down to brass tacks and start thinking about the numbers, and I'm going to speak to the selfish needs of the human right now. But at $100,000, right? The correct proceedings at $100,000, somebody's benefiting from that outside of just a funeral. Somebody's walking away with some money.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like somebody's going to get some cash here. Somebody's going to get some quiche out of this deal, out of you dying. So. That's something. I mean, fuck it. Let's. That's the real meat, you know.
Yeah.
If you want to think about it that way, then yeah, somebody's gonna get some fucking money.
Yeah, somebody's gonna get money, or you know, sometimes people are very smart about it and how they're gonna, you know, because you can put beneficiaries in an application to people, you know.
Also dope, yeah. Your kids.
Yeah,
that's a pretty motivational thought.
But also with your kids is you gotta make sure they're 18 and over. Because if they're under 18, they can't touch that money until they're 18.
Oh, but you can still. They just can't touch till they're 18.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
But,
100%.
but there's also, you could put somebody that to be in charge of the money until your son gets old enough. You could build a trust outside. You can get a trust and do all kinds of other stuff. There's other stuff that you can do, but
I like it.
But it's just get insured, get something. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's with me. I mean, of course, I want it with me because you're gonna have that one-on-one contact, you know. But it's if you're. I mean, I have my licenses in 5 states, but I can get in anywhere in the country. It only takes a couple of days. I can get them right away. But that's where it falls down to is making sure that you have insurance because you never know. I can walk outside right now and slip and fall and hit my head and I'm like done. I seen that happen. When I was a caregiver. I saw all kinds of stuff like that happen all the time. So it's.
And even outside of like my line of work, in this day and age, with the amount of chaos and freedom, let's be honest, because we are free as motherfuckers,
Yeah.
we have the right to do a lot of different shit. And when I talk like that, I'm talking about the right that people often use to like weaponize. We are free motherfuckers, and the more chaos that gets introduced, you could have an office job and have just as shitty luck as I do. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And I'm just being real when I say that, but people are going off the rockers faster and faster, and people are doing a lot more damage faster and faster.
Yeah.
Such as the world, the world technologically moving forward, everything is getting quicker and quicker, and people are going with it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's really rude to think about the fact that anybody could die tomorrow, but I mean, how much do you care about the people that are going to have to deal with it? Again, I'll go back down to that,
It's your last I love you to the people that you love.
It's a big I love you. Let me just make sure that I'm taken care of when I go.
Yeah.
So you motherfuckers don't have to, because death does crazy shit to people.
Because you don't want to see your family at a corner doing a car wash.
That's a good point, dude. Think
like,
about being a fly on the wall for the situation. You want to watch everybody crying because nobody can figure it out?
Instead of your family doing car washes,
Car
bake
washes.
sales.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I saw him on the corner.
You see it every time in the West Valley. You see it out there a lot. But you don't want to see your family doing it out there, man.
No.
What's the most you're gonna get out of a weekend? Maybe $500. Maybe if that. But by maybe those $500 that you do collect, it's okay. It helps you with something, but. What if you were already paying $50 a month for $500,000 of life insurance that
Yeah.
you could have covered everything and some more, and pay off
Yeah.
your house or buy a house, So
You remove the weight.
you move the weight.
It is a big fucking I love you. You're not wrong about that, dude.
Yeah, it's a big thing,
Not leaving a pile of trash for the people you care about.
Exactly, and that's how and that's how a lot of families get richer is because they left a bunch of insurance money back behind for the next generation to go.
You're right. Yeah, it does benefit, provided it's used correctly.
Yeah, of course. I saw
there are sabotage stories here.
Yeah, I saw this real estate agent that says that every time I buy a house, I buy a $1 million insurance policy. Of course, you got to have the money for that type of insurance policies and stuff like that. But if that house is already paid off and and you're getting revenue from that, why not? But imagine getting a house, you get a life insurance policy, you pass away, and now the house is paid off. Your family doesn't have to worry about anything else.
That real estate belongs to them.
It's
Free and clear.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. I mean, you got to make sure that you put them on the trust and everything else.
legally speaking, free and clear.
Yeah.
We still got some shit to take care of.
Yeah, all that probate stuff like that. That's what my mom's dealing right now with all that stuff. But
Oof.
it sucks, but it is what it is. I told my mom just tell the judge what you got to do. What you're already doing. Show them the receipts. And nobody else is trying to pay that much amount because nobody else can, and you're the one that's taking charge. And then one of my aunts is taking care of my grandmother because she needs help. So that house is going to be for both of them, so they can go live there and do what they have to do. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I think I told you a story of every time I had a buddy of mine a couple of years ago when I first started. I was afraid to make a phone call to friends, and
About
to sell them to not to sell them, but to show them the opportunity that I'm doing, right?
yeah, be careful with that word.
Yeah, to sell. But to show them the opportunity of what I was doing, because I wanted to show my friends first, to show them, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. You don't have to buy, but I want you to be aware if something happens,
I think I remember the first time I talked to you about this, man. One of my biggest questions was how you fucking separate and differentiate when you're talking to people, especially people that you care about. When you have to exit the salesman position, and you have to explain to people with your fucking heart that what you're trying to accomplish is the right thing to do, and it's not just about sales at this point.
Yeah.
And you're in a fucked up position, to do that. And
It's you just have to be honest with them,
I know, but that's what you're so good at, though, is speaking from your heart. Because people can see through the bullshit.
Oh, yeah, for
if
sure.
If somebody's trying to sell me a car I don't fucking want, without using his passion, I'm like, all right,
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
stop talking.
You can tell right away when somebody, you're like, dude, I do not want to.
Yeah. You're not-
I don't want a Fiat.
yeah, you're selling me on the numbers, but the way you're looking at me is not cool. I don't want a fucking Fiat, my guy.
It's just falls down to one of those. You just gotta kind of be honest with them.
Yeah.
See what they actually need as a whole.
And that's the important part.
The needs analysis. Okay.
Talking about needs.
So you have a house, you have 2 kids, you got car payments. Put all that together, and then you figure out how much life insurance they need, and then from there the price. Because of course, if they're older, it's going to be a little bit more pricey. But then that's when you go down to, okay, you can't afford this much. What's actually what you can afford that you can be comfortable. That okay, maybe the house is not going to get paid off, but there's enough money for the funeral, and then to have payments for the house for the next 2 years. Well, my wife doesn't have to worry, or my wife or my husband doesn't have to worry about house payments because there's enough for the next 2 years so I can stay at home with the kids.
And I love that about this process, by the way, is the fact that you guys offer so many different the options are seemingly limitless. You guys offer options for just about any scenario.
Pretty much, yeah. And it's
Which is helpful.
And it's what we learn from our coaches is that you sit down with the family, you ask them what they need and what's its the needs analysis that they need. Like
Needs analysis.
Yeah, we call it needs analysis.
That's something they teach you guys?
Yeah,
Okay.
we call it DIME, but it's like the debt, the income, the mortgage, and so it comes out education for the kids also.
I see.
So you put everything together, and that's where we come up with the insurance. So but it's
Interesting.
sometimes the it comes down to income is that if maybe they don't make enough. So where we go from there is what is something you can afford
Debt, income,
debt, income, mortgage, and education.
mortgage, and education. Damn. Okay.
So
That's a damn dime.
yeah.
Dumb.
But that's where it's really really cool to have people understand what they're getting
Right.
and understanding that hey, if you forget what you have, I'm a phone call away.
Right.
I can send you some more stuff so you can know about the company that you have and what you have as a product. So that's where a lot of agents kind of that I've seen in other companies that they're just kind of buy this and that's all you need. Maybe you're at a certain age, you don't need $500,000. You just want $10,000 to have $10,000. I just saw a gentleman, he just wanted $30,000.
He just wanted $30,000.
He just I don't want my house is paid off, the car's paid off. Dude, because the gentleman was in his mid 60s. He just wanted $30,000. Whatever he can get under 50,000.
Is this like a scam people run, or like is this legal? Is this?
No, it's legal. Yeah, he just wanted $50,000 or $50,000 or whatever he can get. For $100. So it's
A policy.
Policy.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was
policy.
like, what the fuck is happening?
No, he wanted a policy for
Damn, dog.
so under $100,
Yeah.
and tell him final expense. That's what those are. It's a whole life final expense.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
that's
so-
what we're talking about.
So he just wanted, dude, I just want 30,000, 40,000, whatever I can get for $100. you know?
Yeah.
Went to his house all the way to Tonopah, went way out there.
Oh, that's the one you were telling me.
Yeah, way out there. Cool guy. But talking to him and I told him, well, this is what I can get you. Oh yeah, signed him up, and like literally he was approved instantly, pretty much. And I told him, yeah, well, they're gonna charge you $95 for $30,000 of final expense, and that's it. He's like, okay, cool, thank you. That's it.
Now with this kind of shit, is there typically like a down that you got to put? Or
No, there's no down payment or anything.
you
have
just
to
make your
put.
first payment on the day of.
No. It's once you get approved, they usually that's how you want it to be done, right? So if you tell me, Jose, once it gets approved, I want them to draft and ready to go. Or the other option is, well, I want them to let me know how much it is and you know what's the final verdict, you know, and they'll let the agent know, and then I'll let you know.
Okay.
You know, there's different ways of doing it.
I see.
Majority of the people be like, yeah, once it gets approved, tell them just to draft, and I'm ready to go. And that happens, like, I think last time I saw it, it happened less than 2 weeks. Everything was done. You know, the gentleman had his paperwork. I took it to him, drafted everything.
I'm sure it's much different, but I'm so familiar with the automotive industry and sales and shit like that. Not necessarily the sales part, but the financing part. The way you explain it all sounds fucking so familiar to buying a new car.
It actually kind of feels like that, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are actually. I mean, when you start talking about approvals and shit like that, you are talking about dealing with banks, right? No.
Yeah, I mean, just their bank. You know, they're gonna get the money.
Because somebody has to agree to doing this.
Just the person that's getting the policy. Because I need your bank information. You know?
Well, no, I know, but some bank has to agree to doing all this, right?
The insurance company. Insurance company has more money than the banks.
Yeah, see, I think there's ins and outs of it. This is that I don't understand.
So when you go to the bank, you're gonna see a little plaque that says FDIC
Yeah.
$250,000. They can cover you up to $250,000. That's
Uh-huh.
an insurance. That's a life insurance company right there. Boom.
and they're obligated to it because they're my institution.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they cover you up to $250,000.
Copy that. Okay.
You know, and that's an insurance company that does it because they have way more money than banks.
Yeah.
You know, so one of our oldest companies has been around for 189 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's National Life Group, I believe. And then we got Mutual Omaha that's been around over 100 years. American National,
Yep.
100 years. Foresters Financial, another 100 years. And all the companies that we have been over 100 years.
And it's probably not viewed the same as a fucking car either.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean?
People prioritize their car over their life insurance. You know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I understand. Yeah, we need a car here in Arizona. You know, but
Yeah, but the way they fucking hand them out these days is stupid. But the banks are winning. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into that conversation. Not here.
30% financing, guys. Come on.
That's not that. Yeah, come on, dude. You're gonna live in that motherfucker. Oh shit! But that's cool, man. No, I admire your line of work. I admire you for doing your line of work.
It's
Just because of who you are, you know.
You know, it's a very noble. People don't think it's a noble. You know.
Well, and that's where the person makes the difference. That's the big defining line: is who the fuck's doing the work. It's somebody like you, and I'll say it time and time again. Like I said, dude, you have the right shit in mind. You are teaching and you are doing what you should from your heart. But there are fucking sharks in the water.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen them and I've talked to them.
And there are people, you can make a shit ton of money selling life insurance. Because you're not the first one to approach me about this.
Yeah.
Just to be honest with you. I've had people in my life that come up and they'll fucking spiel me. They'll send me the fucking spiel and everything like that. And I'm like, I'm not falling for anything that you're saying to me right now.
I'd rather have you something. I'd rather you have something that you're comfortable with.
Right.
You're able to pay because by me having you feel comfortable with what you have, I know you're gonna refer me clients.
Oh, that's the other thing that we've talked about a couple of times is the long-term effects of me getting to know you is going to benefit 30 times over.
Yeah.
You know?
And how a small world is that we had a lot of mutual friends that we never met. you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah,
you know?
we did talk about that too, yeah. We've been around in the same scene for a while. Mm-hmm. We've just been floating around, you know?
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time before...
I think eventually it was gonna happen that
Right.
we were gonna probably meet or probably talk crap to each other.
one of the two.
But of course, we had our mutual friend Robert. And what happened to him? With his ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, damn, I knew her. I known her for years because she was my ex-girlfriend's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, shoot, she passed away, and it's like, damn.
Oh yeah.
With all that crazy mess, and
that was
like,
fucking wild, dude.
And I was like, I told my mom, dude, her so and so passed away, and it's like, what? Like,
Yeah.
Well,
one of the things, and this is a little bit of a sidestep, but just to kind of mull over, one of the things that I've kind of been learning over the last probably 2 years, as I've kind of been finding my own path and my own journey, is that doing the things that you need to be doing for yourself and for your life. And when I say that, I'm talking about doing the things that you want to be doing up here and all that stuff. Naturally, you find your way to the people that you're supposed to be around. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like-minded people. People with similar interests, people with similar passions, shit like that. So that's what I say. It was only fucking going to be a matter of time before you and I cross paths. Because now I'm finally finding my way into the places that I need to be instead of wasting my time with places that I don't.
Exactly.
So I'm, and I take a lot of pride in being able to call you my friend because you're a good fucking dude.
I thank you.
And
Man.
I need that shit in my life. Well, it's important to me,
Yeah, like I told you last time I was here, man. Like, paths sometimes cross because they're meant to happen.
Yeah.
And the people I surround myself. Like, I have a lot of great people around me because those are the people I always wanted around me. The guys in the car club that are with me, majority of them, I already knew them for 10, 15 years, and we did a lot of amazing things together, and then we did a lot of crazy stuff, and we seen a lot of stuff happen. I got other friends outside the club that I talk to here and there, and those guys, they're still my ride or die, and love those guys to death. I went to high school with them, graduated from them. We did a lot of crazy stuff. We've seen a lot of crazy stuff, but also too, it's the people that are around you that want you to succeed. That's very important.
You guys are all fueled to one fire.
Yeah.
Everybody's. This is the more the.
One of these days, I want you to come to the office so you can see some.
Oh, I do want to. Yeah.
I want you to see how the it's very competitive environment, but also the cheering for somebody succeeding. But that's how I think it needs to be like that. But when we go outside, like say, go outside the office. It's not like that out there, If you see somebody being successful, a lot of times people, he's doing something he's not supposed to do, or he's doing this, he's doing that.
Yeah, see, but that shunning is so bad.
It's just bad.
It's so ugly.
It brings so much negativity.
It does, dude. And that shit's heavy.
It's that the what's it called? The crab mentality. It's that you ever seen a crab trying to get out of a bucket, and then you see another crab grab the leg and just pulls him down.
Oh yeah,
crab mentality.
It's that bullshit. Yeah,
yeah.
It's all weight on you, dude.
It's
I call those people in my life. Those are my anchors, dude.
Yeah,
you have to get away from that shit.
You definitely have to, man.
It's painful to flourish, but dude, when you fucking start flourishing in the places that you're supposed to be, and because of the work that you're doing, and because of who you are, dude, the amount of relationships that you're going to develop with probably amazing people.
I started try to be more consistent in the gym, and I'm going to the gym with my friend that we started the car club with.
Yeah.
And this week I've been very consistent. But the cool thing is that at that gym, if they don't see you there like in a day or two, and you go back, they're like, "Hey, what the hell? Where you're at?" Like,
keep you in check.
Keep you in check, And that's like sometimes you gotta have some people keep you in check. It's like, "Hey, bro, why are you doing this? You say you're gonna stop, doing all this stuff, and
hey, man, you're fucking up.
You're messing up, and so you gotta change it up, But it's like when you say you wanted to change your life, you're gonna have to get away from some of your own habits.
You have to, man. You have to turn the page. Yeah, and you're the only motherfucker that can do it.
Yeah.
In all aspects, man. And I've been telling her that a lot. Ever since we made this fucking move, throwing away shit. Somebody brought it up at work. They were like, I said I'm downsizing, and it's been a real pain in my ass because you don't know how much shit you have until you try to downsize. And I said something like, I've thrown a lot of stuff away, and I'm really getting to the point where I'm kind of okay with it.
Yeah.
It's starting to feel nice. And he looked at me and he goes, "Dude, you're cleaning your soul." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Motherfucker, I did not need that right now."
Yeah.
He goes, "You're cleaning your soul, dog." And
sometimes it's gonna happen when you least expect it.
And now, that's what I think about every time I look at this apartment and I think about what I need to clean and get rid of. I'm like, I love it now. I'm addicted to that because the way it makes me feel.
Yeah.
Closing that chapter and getting rid of the places that I don't need to be has become really enlightening for me personally.
You close that door and another door open over here that's going to take you to a different path.
It's showing me places. Again, it's putting me in the places with the people I need to be with.
Yeah, exactly.
And I find it incredible. So you're doing it, man. You're out there grinding. You're doing some of the hardest fucking work.
Yeah.
You're showing people a light that nobody wants to fucking see.
It's his days, man.
You always got a good heart about it. Always got a good heart about it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be negative, man, but it's tough sometimes. It's tough.
You're getting beat up a lot, dude. You hear the word no a lot.
I got that gray hair right there.
It's like it's catching up with me.
I need to go to my barber. I want him to trim it down.
Give me the shit, please.
but no, man, it's stay positive. You get beat up. You gotta get up slowly and
Dust off.
and
Keep trucking,
do a
dude.
little stretch, kind of
Yeah.
like those people at the Circle K, those crazy.
God damn. Hell yeah.
But no, it's you just gotta keep on trucking, man. You gotta keep on moving forward, and find help. Reach out for help. Look out, if you need help with something.
That's and dude, that's a big thing. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting.
No,
you.
you're good. You're good.
But dude, like I try to stress so much to people because I hate the fucking statement. This is probably a stupid question. I said no question's ever fucking stupid.
No.
If you're looking for education, then I'm never gonna put you down for that.
No.
In any sense of the word, I might giggle, but if anybody in any sense is looking for education, I would never say how stupid it is.
Nope.
I forgot.
Make fun of you, but it's the education's out there. It's good for you.
I know there's just so much you can do to lift up anybody in need, and you don't know what that moment's gonna do. It's so fucking simple just to be kind to somebody for a moment.
Being kind, man, it gets you places.
Well, you talk about that fucking crab mentality, dude, and like that's so real. That
It's
shit,
super real, man.
People do that shit just to make sure that they can keep other people on their fucking level. But you want to see eye to eye with somebody, so you're going to beat them up to make sure they don't feel good. It's every fucking day though.
I'll give you an example.
Every fucking day.
I'll give you a really cool example. I was in Casa Grande. Okay, I was waiting for a friend of mine because he worked out in the mines, and I was waiting for him because I was going to show him some policies. I'm there at Starbucks, probably the only Starbucks in Casa Grande, and there's two young ladies talking about sales. And I'm of course I'm always listening to what's going on around me. And they're trying to how to prospect with people, how to approach people with stuff. And I was like, hey, you guys in sales? And they're like looked at me and was like, oh yeah, and I kind of scared them a little bit. So I told them some advice that I've got and what I do. And they're like, oh wow, you in sales? Like, yeah, I'm actually a life insurance agent. And he's like, oh my god, with who? And I started telling them, and so we gave them advice, and I actually became friends with one of them. She's a hairstylist, a salon owner, and stuff like that. And once in a while I text her, like, hey, how you doing? How's business? And she's like, oh, I'm trying to expand. And it's like, have you sat down and look at the numbers and what do you need to hit that goal?
Right.
And she's like, oh my god, I never thought about that. I was like, girl, you gotta do that.
Yeah, you gotta put the fucking foot.
Yeah.
What do they call it? The grindstone. You
gotta sit down and do that business plan.
Do the shit that nobody wants to do.
Yeah, and I've given her ideas on how to reach out for more people and stuff like that. And it's like, if she becomes a client, I'm like, cool. If she doesn't, like, cool. I just have another friend out there, Casa Grande, that eventually
best way to look at it.
Yeah,
best fucking way to look at it.
And so it's like, being nice to people, it's
Dude, it costs nothing.
even you know what the thing is hilarious is even if somebody's being super super rude to you and you're still nice to them, it's gonna piss them off even more. But because I've experienced that a lot.
Yeah, it does.
When they're at rage mode and you're like, okay, so what else do you want? And you're just at a whole nother stoic freaking controlling your emotions.
Yeah.
You're emotionally intelligent because you already know what's going to happen if you go to the next level with them and at that same.
Well, you're gonna make an ass out of yourself for one.
Yeah.
And you know that inside, you know it.
Yeah, it's like when you're in a bad relationship, you know that she's yelling at you and screaming at you. But if you go to her level, nothing's gonna get accomplished.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, this is something I still struggle with to this day because I get to deal with a lot of the old me that comes out when people want to fucking start.
I know.
I've fallen victim to a lot of bullying back in my day.
Oh, me too, man.
So, still to this day, now that I've grown up and now I am who I am, it's easy for me to be the big guy, and I can bully back now. Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, me too.
But I don't want to.
Yeah.
But the anger inside of me still fucking like pushes. But when I have the opportunity and I'm feeling good, I try I give it everything I got to shut it down and just still remain kind.
Have you pushed your body to a point of like superior pain, like a lot of pain, like working out? Like, have you done something where it's like you push your body where you're like, holy shit, like you throw up or you pass out or something like that? Have you done something like that?
Not in a long time.
I think you need to do it again.
I mean, aside from moving this goddamn whole house by myself.
Oh, like I'm
just being an asshole.
Yeah, I mean something like that. You know what?
Yeah.
Something that really changed my life, and it was when I got into combat sports. Like you know, when I did Muay Thai kickboxing, that changed my life a bit because I know how to fight now, and if I get mad, and this happened to me one time, I got in confrontation with a racist ex coworker at a place I used to work at, and I wanted to rip his face off, but there was consequences if I did that, you know.
I will say, dude, that like doing the stuff that you're talking about, the physical exertion, when you do it and multiply it in your own life, the place that it puts me, anyway, is it makes me not even when that shit happens. Like the people,
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say at work, for example, because at work I work with a lot of dudes. It's a testosterone fest at my job.
Yeah.
You know, blue collar dudes. All they want to do is talk shit, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
That's why you find little ticks that they get pissed off even more, and then you put that against them.
But when I do find myself, and I hate admitting this because I'm terrible at doing it, but like whether it's working out or whether it's when I was dealing with the move or just like I said, physical exertion, some kind of ulterior focus. When I'm doing those things, then I find it extremely easy for me to just brush that shit off because my mind is so focused on everything else that I've been doing and focused on making myself better or whatever the case is.
I think you need to start learning the Wim Hof breathing technique. That shit, bro.
I've heard good things, dude.
Dude,
I've heard good things.
The first time I did it, I passed out a little bit on the chair. I was doing it, and I'm like, but it helps you control your emotions. It helps you control your breathing. Where stuff like that's not gonna matter anymore, because you know now you have somebody special with you here.
Yeah.
That of course you're gonna always protect her. Your child that's coming. You're gonna protect them. You know that's your new love. But you got to make sure you're good mentally for yourself.
Yeah, you do. It's so important.
It's very important. You got to make sure
it's focus, man.
You got to be focused on yourself. You got to make sure you're good. Because if you're not good, they're not going to be good.
Right. That's 100%.
It's 100% sure. That's why a lot of men have a lot of issues. Is because they don't control their emotions. They don't know how to control their emotions, and that's where they get in trouble.
Yeah. One of the this is the weirdest fucking reference, but I remember it and I have for so fucking long. But I heard when I was watching Cat Williams stand up a long ass time ago. He said,
"Oh yeah, that men are."
He said, "No, well, he said you have to be in tune with your motherfucking star player." And I was like, well, I heard it when I was young and it didn't mean nothing. But the more and more that it resonated, dude, years. We're talking like 15 years ago or something like that. And every time I fucking think about it, I'm like, God damn, he was right, dude. You have to be in tune with your star. You got to be in tune with your motherfucking self. And I was like. You have to.
Yeah.
You do, dude. It's like to be at the top of your peak every fucking day, everywhere you go, whether it's work, home, fucking the gym, doesn't matter. You have to be correct up here or nobody else behind you is going to be correct.
Exactly.
And including the people that you love and you're taking care of. And, yeah, so you're 100% right, dude. And I hate how important it is because I'm so bad at that's one of the things I'm working on right now.
So you got to read.
I don't have a routine.
You got to read
now.
Marcus Aurelius' My Meditation book.
Yeah.
I think My Meditation book. Read that, and then there's a gentleman by Ryan Holiday. He's very like a stoic person on how to like control your emotions and stuff like that. And another gentleman, Joe Dispenza, he uses his mind to cure things, cure his body, to fix his body.
Oh, I'm a firm believer of that, dude.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah,
and of course, Wim Hof. You know, people think like, "What the hell you heard of this?" When I used to work at a factory, I used to listen to podcasts. Like I got carried away with all, especially with the health and fitness stuff like that. So I got carried away with all that stuff. But but you got to definitely make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're taking care of your mental health. You take care of your body. Like right now, I'm working on my body. I'm building some muscle because I don't want to be skinny fat. Last time I lost a bunch of weight, I see the pictures. I look good. I look very, very good. I just
toot.
I just didn't. There was other parts where it's like I look skinny fat. You know?
Right.
I understand. So I'm not trying to be Arnold or anything. You know, I don't know. You know, nothing like that. I know, but I just want to make sure I feel good, right? So, but I'm building a little bit of muscle. Going to the gym as much as I can. I need to reactivate my boxing class and kickboxing because I missed that stuff. And and continue what I'm doing. But guys, like I said, Life Insurance Awareness Month. If you need information about life insurance,
Yeah. How do they reach you?
you can reach out at my telephone number 623-521-1017. You can
Ooh, I
hit
can't believe you put that across the world.
my number's all over the place.
Damn, Gina.
Yeah, my number's out there. Instagram, it's a Jose Casas _AZ, and then Facebook, Jose Casas. You'll see me. Like I said, I'm everywhere.
For you white people, it's Jose with a J.
Jose,
Jose.
not with an H. It's with a J. And then Jose Casas. And no, I don't. I'm not a real estate agent. Okay, even though I have the last name of a real estate agent, but no.
I have seen that. No, I mean, true conviction, man. Anybody looking, if you just have general questions, right? Everybody's so scared to start the conversation because they don't want to get drugged into a situation they don't want to be a part of, right? Please talk to him.
You can text me
there's no
too.
regret. He'll take it to a personal level faster than you have any idea of what's happening. It's not a sale. It's not a sale, and I will tell you that sitting here in front of him. So, any questions?
You can text me if you don't want to make a call. You can text me. We can set up an appointment, Zoom call. If you want to meet up in person, we can meet up in my office, your house, Starbucks, any place where there's food. You're paying.
Time's on you. Sorry about that.
Just kidding. Yeah, we can meet anywhere you guys feel comfortable. Like I say, I can come to you. If we're within 50 miles of Phoenix, I'm there. Or even if you're I guess if you're in Tucson, I'll drive to Tucson.
And if for some reason any of that stuff didn't get retained, you can always email me at meversusmeinfo@gmail.com. Feel free to get a hold of me on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you're reading this. You can comment on the link in the bio. You can comment on the video on Spotify. Anything you want. It doesn't matter. Just reach out. Make the goddamn phone call. All right. Hopefully our new testing went well.
We went over the minutes.
That's all right. I was like, fuck it. This is going too good. We're going for broke. So,
All right, guys. Thank you so much, guys. And like I said, if you have any questions, please reach out. And even if it's not for life insurance, if you want some advice on something else, definitely reach out. And I'm here to help you out, help you guys out. And then, like I said, Jose Casas.
Jose Casas.
Jose.
Back again. We love you.
I love you guys too.